everyone, I'm Jody Dude, going to be playing some more World of Warcraft. So earlier today we worked our way through a lot of the quest lines here for the side quests in the Waking Shore, and we also got our gold for all races in the Waking Shore. We've got a couple of the side quests left, which I looked up where they were, and but the first one just to the south of us here. So we'll just throw on some buffs and then we'll fly down there and get started. So, these creatures died traumatically, though we must treat their remains respectfully. What's more respectful than finding out what's killing them as quickly as we can? We're supposed to preserve life, Ishka, and not just carefully observe it. All I meant is that you could stand to be more gentle during dissections. We are watching an ecological collapse, and while I agree we must do something, we shouldn't allow ourselves to act rashly. These poor creatures are victims of the elementals that are encroaching on these wetlands. We've been studying their corpses, in the hopes we will be able to keep their fellows from meeting the same end. Don't worry, death for one is food for another. Even death can nurture life. Due to their relative safety and abundance of food, many types of birds and fish rely on wetlands as breeding grounds. Many migrate here from very far away to lay their eggs and raise their young before returning home. It makes our protection of these lands all the more vital.
May the waters protect you.
I believe we are gathering enough data safely from here, but Tharu is an exceptional ecologist and prefers we take action. Still, the ecosystem is fragile and we may damage it if we are not careful. I do, however, agree we don't have much time. It might be worth indulging him a little. Culling the rampaging elementals ought to buy us time without impeding on our research. Be sure to cull them in equal numbers. We don't want to throw things further out of balance.
For dragonkind.
And try not to touch anything. All I need is a contaminated workspace and compromised data. Enough sitting around, we should be out there doing something now. Dragonheart outpost? Bah, they can build a new outpost. They can build 10 new outposts, but these wetlands are one of a kind. Come on, what's more important, some silly buildings or the preservation of a unique, delicate ecosystem that dozens of creatures rely upon?
Stand firm in your
It doesn't take an ecologist to see that the wetlands are in real trouble, but Iska's got us stuck here examining dead creatures when we ought to be stopping them from dying in the first place. The red dragonflight is about preserving life, not dissecting it. I love Iska and he's good at what he does, but if we wait until he's done puttering, there won't be any wetlands left to save. I'll manage his overthinking, you get out there, get your boots muddy and rescue some wildlife.
Continue to serve.
And remember, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Let's just get rid of that next waypoint. So we have hippos that are stuck in whirlwinds currently. Assume if we run into this, we're also going to get thrown around a bit. Maybe not. We did get stomped on by the hippo though. there's a little baby hippo in this one. There's definitely a little wildlife to save. Let's see if we can pull two of these at the same time. Pretty far apart, these ones though. Ourselves up a bit while we walk over here. There's tiny little ones down here as well. About some of these ducks. Still managed to get sucked in. That's almost all of the animals we need. We'll rescue one more crab over here. We need 2 more water elementals and 2 wind elementals. So we got one wind elemental. So we've got our wind elemental just here. That's another wind, that's a water there. Looks like all wind over there at the moment. I'll take this one out and then we'll go search for another. Go for a fly actually, might be quicker. Okay. Tried to use my Typhoon to interrupt there, but it was on the GCD when I clicked it the first time. Straight into a branch. I'm making an incision next to the left dorsal spine, and if you don't like it, you're risking dorsal spine avulsion. Why won't you just listen to me? Oh, Dready Dude, didn't see you Didn't see you'd returned. Tharu and I can discuss this later. Interesting looking creatures, those ones.
Aspect's grace shine down on you.
Did that seem to affect anything? No? Well, at least we're nearly finished with our research.
Honor all dragons. Until we meet
There,
again.
the wetlands are fixed. Meanwhile, Iskar is still doing his taxidermy, research. Wait, what do you mean the elementals keep coming?
Aspects watch over you. Aspects watch
I'm at my
over you.
wit's end, ready dude. Tharu and I have made our way through nearly all the corpses only to stumble at the end because we cannot agree on a methodology. If only he would just listen to me. The stress of the situation is getting to us both. I don't even have a firm hypothesis yet. You look like you have a strong stomach. Will you take over on these last two Gorlocks? You can borrow my scalpel.
Until we meet again.
Curious, its bones are hollow. Wind infused? Maybe, but that bloating is surely drowned. Large swim bladders? Water magic? Yeah, but look at the lungs, it clearly suffocated. Wind and water Gorlocks fighting one another. What nonsense are they bickering over?
The waters flow again. May the flights protect us.
Are those shells elemental magic shells? You were right, there's a lot more to this. Their elemental bickering must be spilling out over the wetlands.
We serve once more.
It's the Gorlocks fighting that's been harming the wetlands, so I think I understand now.
Go with the aspects.
While I'm glad Tharu now sees my point of view, I'm also grateful he had you rescued wildlife while I was dawdling. The situation is much more dire than anticipated. He was right to take action. With what we've learned, I fear this elemental bombardment won't stop until we've dealt with the Gorlocks. If I were Tharu and thinking actionably, I would go straight for their leaders. Without anyone to rally around, the fighting should dissipate and no longer threaten the wetlands.
Until we meet again.
You were right to step in, Tharu. This is more dire than I anticipated.
May the flights protect
I was a fool to doubt Iskar when he insisted there was more to this. He wouldn't be my mate if he wasn't always 2 steps ahead of me. We can make it up to him by taking action, of course. If it's shells that are causing all this elemental chaos, why don't you go into their camp and take those shells right out of their slimy hands? Bring back piles of the wind and water shells, enough for Iskar to research to his heart's content.
Waters nourish you.
I'm sorry, Iskar, I should have listened to when you said there was more going on. Alright, let's get to the bottom of this. We've landed right in the middle. There's another quest just over here too. Duckling flails around frantically inside the bowl. So we're bringing the bubble along with us. Alright, so this looks like one of the ones we need. Grab this herb while we're here. Looks like the other one's up over here. assume I shouldn't be standing in the middle of this, but I don't think it really matters. So still need to collect wind and water infused shells. See if there's a bit bigger of a pool we can get. Looks like there's just kind of single mobs around. So this one has the Zephyrs as well, but it's only this guy that we're after. Another couple here, and then a thing of shells just there as well. Well, those water spouts actually hurt quite a bit. Alright, one more wind shell. See what we can find. It's just elementals fighting. Like we pulled a lot more than we wanted to. It's funny that it gets them as well. Alright, that's all our wind shells done. The crab troopers don't drop what we need. See if we can grab a couple of these. But a little bit dicey there. Iska, look at this little guy. Dready dude, did you bring this duckling to us to keep it safe? I think he likes it in there. What should we call you, little one? Sorry, we can't possibly keep him. Waddles. His name is Waddles.
The Isles welcome you.
That ought to leave them scrambling, at least for a while. Thank you for all your help, Dready dude.
May the flights protect us.
That should buy us some time to calm everything again, but we'll have to remain vigilant. It ought to be easier now that we're not bickering worse than the Gorloks.
The Isles have awakened.
That ought to show them.
Honor all dragons.
Iska and I will take these back to the life pools, somewhere they can't cause any more trouble. You've done good work here today, Dready dude.
May the flights protect
We'll look after
you.
Waddles. Let us know if you find any other lost ducklings out there.
Stand firm in your duty.
Waddles the rescued duck, just staying in his bubble. Alright, so that was another one of our quest lines ticked off. So let's head over to, go down to this one here now. The menus stop getting in the way. Get a bit of hide up. Sure if we have to be up on top of that. I think we're just around this side of it, yeah.
I'm not afraid of you.
Excuse me, Druid. You look brave, like a brave researcher. I need some help with my junior research project. Can you help me? Oh, please, please, please.
Where are you going?
I need to talk to someone who knows proto-whelps, like the ones that live in the wild preserve. Are they as angry as the big ones? Do they bite or breathe fire at you? What if you petted a proto-whelp? Would they know that you're nice and trying to help them? I'm asking for science, of course. Tirgon always tell us to test our hippo potatoes theories. I think they would like petting and it would make them feel good. Could you test that for me? So we're gonna go try petting sleeping whelps.
See you later.
Doesn't sound like it's
Have
gonna go
fun.
badly at all. So I have more homework. Professor Tirgon's lessons are super tough. He wants us to find out what proto-whelps eat. Yeah, I already know the answer. It's river-based meat. Can you bring me a piece of river-based meat? Some river-based meat would be a great visual aid for my project, but it has to be a really good piece, okay? Like the ones from the Pudgy river base. One like a mama proto-drake would give up their whelp to make them as strong. Give their whelp to make them strong because it will make Mr. Tirgon happy. You think they will help us with the... Shh, they're going to hear you, Jian. I feel like we're getting ourselves into trouble here. It's a big Pudgy river base just here. Apparently that one had no meat on it, which I beg to differ. Alright, let's try that again. Had some meat, but not the meat that we're after. We're getting a lot of river-based meat, but not any extra delicious river-based meat apparently. There we go. Head on over this way to the Proto-Drake Whelps before we go back up to the camp. Managed to land on a random part of the tree. That's very odd. Apparently I'm in combat now as well. Did not get away with that. That one went even worse than the previous one did. See how this last one goes. That one seemed to like it.
Tell me a story.
So, do they enjoy being petted? One whelpling bit me and flew away. One bit you? Oh no, it didn't hurt, did it? That's not good news. One whelpling called the other proto-drakes. The big proto-drakes attacked you? That's scary. That's not good at all. One whelpling enjoyed being petted. Oh, so they may enjoy being petted.
Go smash some bad guys.
Maybe?
Where are you from? Have fun.
So some proto-whelps like to be petted, but some don't. It's not good. What if this one calls its friends? Or what if it's mean? I mean, This lesson makes no sense. This homework is very difficult. Thank you for helping me. I'm sorry if you got hurt.
See you later.
Mom says food makes everyone happy. Maybe it will be friends with me then. I mean, we're all friends, and Professor Tirgon won't give me a bad grade if I make River Beast meat part of my project.
Go smash some bad guys.
I'm guessing they have a Proto-Whelp in their box.
Someday I'm going to be a hero like you.
Oh wow, that's the most delicious looking meat I've ever seen. My project will get the best grade. The Proto-Whelp will definitely want this. Oh no, I mean, everyone will want to copy me to the project.
Bye-bye.
Tell them, Yala, tell them. Did you and I said I'd do it, jeez. I know, I'm acting weird, I'm sorry. You probably guessed I'm not being truthful. I can tell you my secret if you like, but you will have to promise not to tell the adults. Okay, I'll reveal my secret. But only because you promised you wouldn't tell anyone. Please don't yell at us, I can explain. It was not my idea. See, this is why I would never invite Jose to my tribe. I'll tell you everything. Swear on my alpaca, just let us feed the whelpling, please. Here, Mr. Whelpling, we have a delicious piece of meat for you. Why is it not eating? Come on, you have to eat.
Sound the horn. Begin the grand hunt, and we will see
Maybe it's not
who's
hungry.
worthy.
I read animals refuse to eat when they are about to die. No, Sal, don't say that. Poor little whelp. I don't want it to die. We must do something. Poor little whelp, it's all my fault. That other thing that just came up was for the hunt, which has just started over there. We'll focus on the quest chain that we're doing for now. I'm sorry, we won't do this again, I swear on my alpaca. We didn't want to cause trouble, but if we had told the adults, they would yell at us and we would be in trouble, like we always do. What do we do now? Poor whelpling, it's all my fault.
When they are grown,
First, explain to me how this proto-dragon whelp got here. We were just very focused, studying, when we heard a noise coming from down the river. It was a bad guy primalist herding proto-drakes, and he left this little proto-whelp alone and hurt. The adults were busy and we didn't know what to do, so we waited until the bad guy was gone and rescued the whelp ourselves. Okay, you're right, the whelpling needs it. I guess we should tell Professor Tirgon. He's smart and I've never seen him yell at anyone. Also, can we say it was my idea? The other kids did nothing wrong.
rally them to fight.
They don't need to get in trouble. It was, all my plan. Okay, I'll do it, for the whelpling. Professor Tirgon.
Where are you going?
Why is who Iyala? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I appreciate having fresh perspectives in the camp. It's inspiring to learn from others, even my youngest students. Their minds are so inquisitive and new. But as their instructor, it's hard to find time to explore the preserve myself. I have projects to review and lessons to prepare. That being said, I don't mind if my exploration is through the eyes of others. I'm an explorer nonetheless. The children? Why, they're the children of our dragon-scale expeditioners. Many wouldn't dream of setting off on a long expedition and not taking their children. And the dragon-scale expedition is dedicated to an equitable explore-life balance. Refreshing, really, and it's good for the children too. They are a part of the first class of our kick-off initiative for dragon-scale scholars. Junior explorers made up of dragon-scale expedition children, only those who show interest, of course. Are they learning a lot? Well, that's a matter of interpretation.
Never back down. This too shall pass.
They did what? Oh, these younglings, when will they learn? They could have gotten hurt or captured. This is very serious indeed.
Mano Ektar, my friend.
I'm going to speak softly so as not to alarm the children. This proto-whelp is gravely injured, and its injuries indeed look magical in nature, which is very, very concerning.
We will endure.
Judging by what the children have said, we might have a primalist prowling the wild preserve. This calls for an immediate investigation. According to what other researchers have observed, primalists like to steal eggs and whelps to infuse them with power and corrupt them. Those that don't acclimate to the process suffer a slow death, not that the primalists seem to care. We need them out of the preserve. Attend to that and I will try to distract the children. They must not know of this.
Mano Ektar, my friend.
Did a Yali say how long this creature has been suffering? If it's too injured to eat, we need to treat it quickly. Normally a dragon scale expedition camp would have everything I need to help this whelp, but getting supplies to the frontier here on the Dragon Isles has proven tricky. There have been significant delays in our supply routes. But fear not, the land itself will provide. If you bring me sunlight flowers, I can create a soothing balm that will calm the drake so I can heal it.
Never back down.
Alright, will do.
Something has these creatures angered. You must fend them off before they reach.
So I was so usually that puts me into flight form, and I almost jumped off the edge there. There they are. Just knock him back to interrupt that. The Titans have corrupted you. And this looks like it's up higher. It's the ledge I was aiming for. It's a big one over there. Alright, still need one sunlight flower. There's another little patch up over here, so it could be
This area
over in
is
this
rich
bit.
with resources. Collect them.
Over here. Gonna be all the way up there. I think it might be. I'd have to wait for this to recharge a little bit. So while we're waiting for that to recharge, so the way the hunts work, there's 6 different phases of the hunts. It looks like there's a limited time for each phase. So I think that one might have just restarted. I'm not 100% sure on that. But there's 6 different phases of the hunt that you go through, and culminates in taking out a big creature and get some decent rep and gear and things from it. Alright, let's give this a try now. has quite a lot of health. Tried to move out of that, but he followed me as I moved. Currently doing a lot of damage as well. Might be worth. Don't have anything to stop that one. Let's see if I can grab this quickly. Maybe bail out of here. Ah, so close. So when you use your wild charge like that close to the ground, it sort of counts that as the new starting height of the fall. Since I was so low on health, it was just that little bit too high still. And I couldn't get my renewal off because I was on GCD from the wild charge. But we got what we were after. That's the main thing.
We will endure.
Thank you, Dready Dude. I'm certain that was unpleasant. I'm sure you would prefer to limit your task to exploring and researching, but unfortunately we sometimes have to get our hands dirty protecting wildlife from those who endanger it.
This too shall pass.
Terrific, Dready Dude. I hope these kids were able to learn something from you. Where did they get the idea we wouldn't help them? Helping wildlife is part of our mission. Maybe our pedagogy needs a review. Not sure what that word is.
No hectare, my friend. Never back down.
Ready, dude. I require your assistance. I hope no one was expecting me to craft, subdue the whelp, heal, and teach these children all at once. Multitasking like that is certainly overrated. Now you can start by using those flowers. I'll need a couple of minutes to prepare myself to heal the proto-whelp. Hopefully the children will find this incident instructional.
This too shall pass.
Alright, we can finally treat this poor whelpling. Enough suffering. Make a balm with those flowers and apply it to this creature's wounds. Terrific. Now let's speed up these healing properties. It's flying, it's healthy. We saved the little whelp. Mr. Tirgon, are we keeping it? What do you say, brave adventurer? Do they deserve it? So we're naming the whelpling, apparently.
Ora teramos.
Children gave me these options, but I think it's better you decide. I don't want to be accused of favoritism. Let's see, so we've got Tough Scale Bob, Mr. Nibbles, Lord Firegiggle, Baron Von Swoop'n'Bite. I think we go with Mr. Nibbles.
We will endure. Come, speak with me. Mano hectare.
Great work, Dready Dude. I hope the younglings learned a valuable lesson, or a memorable one at least. We will keep the whelpling here for a while as I need to ascertain the best occasion for returning it to the preserve. I shall also make you an honorary brave researcher. Your commitment was essential for this creature's survival. I'll just advise you to tell me sooner if you see the children plotting something reckless again. Now if you excuse me, I must reevaluate my pedagogity. Not gonna try to say that again. It's clearly not working.
This too shall pass.
Children, what do we say when someone helps us? Thank you, friend. Sorry for the trouble, brave druid. Alright, that is another one down. Now we've got one last one, which is up over this way. We still haven't unlocked that flight path there, so maybe this one leads into those two. I'm not sure about that. We will see. Emissary needs us, we've got to help her. We can't, Ingrid, we barely made it out ourselves. If the voice of Neltharion discovers we left, well, if you don't help, I'll find somebody. Oh, there's a somebody now. Hello, a world breaker needs your aid. The world breakers welcome you. I am Ingot, third disciple to the voice of Neltharion, and I need help. That's us. The world breakers serve Neltharion in all things. Our elders say that one day soon the earth water will burst from the sea and bring peace to Azeroth. We're here to help him when he arrives. Inform Ingrid that you witnessed Neltharion's death firsthand. Don't be ridiculous. The aspects live forever, and Neltharion even longer than that. He can't just die. Some of the other disciples are very mean. It used to not be like that, but when Syganoth came, he said we should value strength above all else. Now everybody fights all the time. I tried to fight back, but their hides are too thick, and I'm too small. But not you. You must fight bullies all the time. Maybe you can help. Another outsider arrived yesterday. She called herself an emissary for the Red Dragonflight and asked for an audience with our leader, the voice of Neltharion. But the voice got terribly mad. He said that the Earth Water was testing us and that we had to execute her. I know we're not supposed to trust outsiders, but we don't have to kill them. Please, help me save her. They locked the Red Dragonflight emissary in a cage down below. I'll meet you there. Take care of Ingrid, outsider. He needs guidance and tempering. Worldbreakers. Fa. Once we called ourselves the Children of the Earth. Then the voice of Neltharion arrived. He spoke of the Earth Water's return and the hour of twilight. But it was all an excuse for cruelty. Those of us who defied the voice suffered terribly. Now we seek shelter away from this madness. So where are we going down here? Over here. Reinforcements at last. Did the Mojodomo send you? The world breakers are just one problem among multitudes. Nevertheless, they are my problem to solve. This hatchling asked for your help? Perhaps we can save the world breakers after all. When we heard rumours of a Deathwing cult, Majordomo Salistra ordered me to bring these erstwhile Scaleborn back into the fold. We'd hoped it was a simple misunderstanding. Clearly we were wrong. Their leader must be dealt with, but first I need out of this cage. Find the key and bring it to me. One of the guards has a key to this cell. Find them, be swift. I'll keep watch here. Alright, Let's see what we can find. Couple of guys down here. See if we can pull these without pulling the crabs. Nope, we've pulled the crab. Oh, that's a very large crab. What is that crab carrying? Kinda looks like a crossbow, but I think it's a piece of ship or driftwood. No, it definitely looks like a crossbow. Interesting. See if we can gather all these up without pulling that giant. Drop our trees and convoke. Okay. Let's fly up a little around this giant at least. Still no key. Do have a few more guards around now though. There we go. Got two more guys we need to kill. So let's pull this guy here and this guy over here. Good, you have the key. Now open this cage before my legs cramp. Finally, we must move quickly. But you're hurt. We need to get you somewhere safe. Not before we put an end to this farce. My clutch mates called me an egg tooth for talking with outsiders. I think they're just too scared to do it themselves. Those snaggle-scaled clods won't be hurting anyone else. The Earth Water thanks you. Oh, and me. I thank you too. I may have suffered imprisonment, but the World Breakers barely spit an ember next to the Twilight's hammer. I should be grateful for that at least. The voice of Neltharion resides below, spreading lies amongst his followers. He appears to be dragon spawn like me, but his draconic is clumsy, fit for the unscaled. I suspect duplicity, an illusion perhaps. If we can subdue him, I'm certain the truth will out. You mean the voice of Neltharion is lying? Most certainly, and if we can reveal his falsehoods to your kin, perhaps the World Breakers will change their ways. See what we can find. Might be able to stealth through some of this. I don't know why we ended up out of stealth there. World Breakers beware, the outsider returns with reinforcements, they seek to corrupt our young. Enough of this charade, Sarganoff. Deathwing is dead and no cult can silence. Bah, this illusion stifles my power. Die, meddlers. It's an ogre. It's a little bit hard on fights that have so many interrupts. Have to kind of just eat things, or will rise. So he was Twilight's hammer all along, one of the last. Enough of this charade, Sarganoff. Deathwing is dead and no cult can. The voice was unscaled. We have been deceived. Earthwater, forgive us. All is well, friends. The outsiders are here to help us, though we seem to have done as much harm as good. Champion, meet us on the ridge. Hopefully the survivors will let us pass without issue. You've done well to help this child. He has a kind heart and a keen mind. In time, perhaps, he may turn away from the World Breakers, but to take him now would be the greater cruelty. We must be patient in such things. We quenched the last embers of the Twilight's hammer today, but the World Breakers are another matter. These Scaleborn will find new explanations for their misfortune, new myths and new leaders. My kin and I will watch over them. Should another voice rise, we will intervene. We've done good things this day. And we get to choose between a 327 staff or polearm. So my weapon is much higher, obviously, but our bear weapon is only 299, so I think we go with the agility. It's also the higher cost one, so I think that's a good plan. And that is the last of our side quests in Waking Shores. We're very close to leveling the expedition rep up again as well. So we've got a couple of these, so that might be enough to push us over. So let's fly on down to the base camp and we'll see what we can get to. We'll have a look at our bags while we're down there as well, because we've got a little bit of gear in there now. We have something for the archives, so it looks like we can hand them in batches of 5. Look at all these artifacts. This might take a minute. Got it. Off with you now. Come back if you have more. We're gonna be 5 short. You have something for the archives. We are 24.95 of 2,500. It's very rude. So the next one is you may acquire cosmetic dragon scale expedition cloaks. So we're not too fast about that right now, so that can wait, I think. How's the time going? 12:28. I think it's probably a little late to get started on side quests through here. But we can probably go do a couple of the dragon races and see if we can start getting some golds on those. So let's have a look through our gear here. So we got 323, 323, 299, which we're replacing with that 327. And a 327. Also said I was going to have a look at those trinkets, but I haven't got around to that yet. There's a rare just up here behind us. See if we can get over there in time. Looks like it's down below. Shade/Kraken. There we go, that's the 5 now, 5 rep we needed. Might as well go hand that in now. A good cloak can be the most essential piece of gear on an expedition. Your helps earned you your cloak of your choice of cloak. See me if you want to trade for a different one. Let's have a quick look at the cloaks. Maybe we go this one. That one looks nice. Add that to our appearances. Alright, so let's head down here and get started on a few of these Ohn'ahran Plains races. See where this one is. Welcome Dragon Rider, this course is Fen Flythrough. The course takes you through some of Ohn'ahran Plains' luscious scenery. That being said, watch out for low-hanging branches. You don't want to miss the course for the trees. Would you like to try Fen Flythrough? Let's give it a go. Completely missed that turn there. Could not see anything there at all. It's tough to, when the dragon does its sort of slow banked turn and the trees get in the way, so the camera goes in a different direction to what the dragon does. Did we get it? Not quite. You got silver. Alright, let's give that another go, see if we can get that gold. So I think after this it was a sharp right turn after this one, is what we missed. There we go. Smashed it as well. Alright, that was a good run. Where are we off to next? Can't see it, so it must be underneath something. Oh, one there. This one's got a world quest for it as well. Races are definitely a lot of fun. This is still just the basic tracks that we're doing at the moment. There is the advanced races as well, so I imagine they're going to get quite difficult.
Exceptionally favorable winds. A perfect day for a race.
Dragon Racer, welcome to the Sundapple Copse circuit. It's an exhilarating course in a pastoral setting. Smell the fresh air, the grass, hear the cute ducks playing. Try not to get distracted though. Would you like to try it? It really is lovely. Let's give it a go. missed that one. No. Oh, there goes my timer.
Excellent work. I can see that the two of you will soon be formidable
Still-
competitors.
Still managed to get silver. Alright, let's give it another go, see if we can not mess that up quite so much this time. Might just run off the edge this time rather than flying up as well. It's tough to see through the trees there. Ah, I missed it again. Not quite. Alright, third time's the charm. Let's see if we can get it. Alright, got it this time. Let's just get the rest of it as well. Nice. Cut like 6 seconds off that. Very nice. And we did a world quest in there as well, so we get a Dragon Rider's purse. Nice little chunk of gold. It's good. Alright, let's give this next one over here a go. So this guy here. It is, yes. Greetings, Dragon Rider. Looking for something a little different? This is the Maruukai Dash, a course that takes you on a tour of Centaur lands. As a dash course, you may lead your Drake through the course's rings in any order. Choose the route that suits you or gives you the fastest time. Would you like to try this dash course? Interesting, so this one doesn't have a route. Which means we're just gonna have to fly through it, see what we can find. Definitely a better way to go around that, I'm sure. Got silver though. Alright, let's have another look at this. I'll try going over this way. Is that a tricky one in the middle? No. Alright, that didn't go very well. Just gonna have to sit down here until this comes up. Alright. So what I might do is just have a look at where everything is. So we've got nine to fly through. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think we might have to, I think doing these ones here worked well. Doing those ones there, and then we do this one. And I think the first time we went around and then back to the middle, but maybe we go from this one to the middle and then round to the others. Give that a go. So we're going to the right after the one with the green in it. Yeah, very nice. That was much better. That one was interesting. It's yeah, makes you think a little more when you don't have a set route to go through. So next one that it's pointing us to is down this way. So we'll head on down there. So it's going to be around this mountain. Welcome, Dragon Rider, to a course as fast as the rapids themselves. The river rapids route follows the course of the nearby river through its rapids and up and down its many waterfalls. Do you think you have what it takes to master it? Let's give it a try. Those low ones are a bit tricky. Oh, that was a little bit clutch. I feel that being as large as my Tauren is a little bit of a disadvantage. I can't really see around it so much. But we did manage to get gold on that one. There's definitely a couple of clutch fits there. Definitely almost ran into the ground a couple of times. Alright, let's head over to the next one. Welcome to the Mirror of the Sky Dash, Dragon Rider. This course's rings take you up and around a placid lake, but this dash course is anything but placid. Lead your Drake through the course's rings in any order. Choose the route that suits you or gives you the fastest time. Would you like to try this dash course? Yes, let's give it a try. Alright, so we've got 9 rings on this one. So we've got 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's all of them. And I noticed on the last one that the green things give you or give you some extra vigor. So let's have another quick look. one up here somewhere. I don't think that's going to be the best route. See how we go. It's definitely all over the place. Managed to collect all the rings, so that's a good start. And we almost got a gold medal. So I think maybe the go is to start up high, go down from there. Oh no. Yeah, that didn't work very well, unfortunately. Much slower. Alright, let's have another look at this. Start up high over this way. Where's the one I missed in the middle there? Yeah, I'm not quite sure about this one. I think we start up high with this one, but then maybe we swoop down to this and we just try to stay in a bit more of a line. There we go. It's definitely making me dizzy, that one, all the ups and downs. But cut a good chunk of time off it. So we've got another one over this way. This guy was looking very pretty there. I think it's so the in-game sunset and sunrise is offset from my local time because it's local time is Australia and the realm time, I guess, is based on the US servers still, even though the actual realm time is still the same as I am here. So what that means is that even though it's 1 AM here, it's coming up to sunrise for the in-game cycle. It also means whenever I play in the afternoon, it's already nighttime, which is a bit odd. Dragon Rider, hello. Welcome to the Emerald Gardens Ascent course. It's called an Ascent because your Drake must swiftly climb to the heavens to begin this course. Didn't mean to press that. From there, you and your Drake will fly through one of the most verdant gardens in the Dragon Isles. What do you say? Would you like to try the course? Got a speed boost on the ground here, actually. I don't know if we actually went through that then or not. missed one of the speed boosts there. What did we get? Oh, we managed to get gold. Definitely wasn't the fastest run we could have done, but got the gold, so that's what counts. And where's our last one? All the way over here. Yeah, it's definitely some pretty landscapes. There's a waterbound just over here. So these are once weekly chests, which can have a high eye level in them, so we'll see if we get something out of this. I've done one of these where I got here right at the end, but I don't remember too much about it. I think it was early last week that I found it. So this stage is Endure the Onslaught. But there doesn't really seem to be too much going on in that phase. Yeah, let's see what we get. 366 shoulders, not too bad, not an upgrade though unfortunately. Let's continue over to our last one over here. Just in here somewhere. Welcome to the Ravine River Run. As the river bends, so does this course. Keep your wits about you or you might end up in the river and not flying above it. Would you like to try this course? Yes, let's give it a go. So I have to take off for this one. We'll definitely crash there. Come on, speed. This time is not going to be very good. Didn't see the gap in that thing, tried to fly around it. A little bit tricky, this one. Got bronze. Let's give it another go. Alright, made it through that bit this time. Oh, I messed that up. Got it. 48.921. Over 79 milliseconds under the gold. Very nice. So that's Ohn'ahran Plains gold done. Cool. So let's go hand that in. And then we might. I've got a whole bunch of the center hunting trophies which I haven't handed in yet, so might go do that and then probably have to call it a night there, I think. Pressing the wrong buttons.
And their vile primalist allies.
Good day, Dragon Rider. Ready to learn more about how to fly in harmony with a dragon? Excellent flying, Dirty Dude. Your control of your Drake shows how far you have come as a Dragon Rider, and such speed. I trust now you know how truly freeing it is to fly like a dragon. Now, there are more places to see and more places to run. Next stop, the Azure Span. Azure Span courses are a unique experience. Their high peaks, snowy terrain, and dense forests present plenty of interesting obstacles and challenges. While you are there, seek out my bronze colleagues and give their courses a try. Sounds like a plan. So let's fly on over to Maruukai in the middle here. I think it's just gone very dark. That's where we want to be. I think so. I think the quartermaster is up here. Don't remember if it was up the top or not. Captain of the Khan's Guard. Ah, that's the Khan. So it must be just down in here. Oh, this looks like them. Alright, so we've unlocked the Alag Nomads and the Hunts, and then the next one is some new customizations. So let's talk to... Doesn't seem to be the ones that I turn this into. So let's sell that off. Can come down there. That I'll hang on to. That one we'll use. Alright, can be turned into Hunt Instructor Bascu. Let's do a quick tar. Alright, so we can't see them where I am. Let's try over the other side here. That's not the one. That should be him. There we are, Hunt Instructor Bascu. Once you have proven yourself to the Shikar, come see me and we will test your capability as a hunter. Prove yourself and you may join in on our grand hunts. Finally ready to prove yourself as a... So that's a grand hunt training task. Yeah, we might do this before we finish up. Finally ready to prove yourself as a hunter? Keep in mind this is not as simple as running around and hunting everything that moves. The Shikar hunt with purpose. We hunt to feed and clothe the clan, to prove our strength against mighty foes and to balance nature. We do not hunt the land barren, we sow the seeds for future grand hunts as we go. Prove yourself capable of following these instructions and you may join us. However, I do not have confidence in your friend there succeeding. It's Hemet Nesingwari. Do not waste your potential as a hunter. What have you brought me, outsider? Only the greatest of hunters can boast of this many great hunting trophies. You honor our hunt. Got more where that came from. Might change my rep over to Maruukai while we're in this zone. Alright, so that's all of those. We did also hit level 6 there, so we can go up and do that one, but we will do this one here quickly before we go do that. So let's have a look. So we are reviving the injured babies. We are killing the invasive clearwater snappers and killing a big one which is somewhere. Let's have a look for where this big one is. There's just more of the babies here. Baby, baby, baby. It's that, yeah, it's that one there. New bag. Giant duck. Alright, got one more of these, which looks like it's over here. We have to hunt a bunch of creatures as well. Didn't look at that part of it. I haven't seen any of these invasive clearwater snappers. Not sure which ones those are. Let's have a quick fly around and see if we can spot what it could be. Could be the turtles. Here we are. It's these big ones. So we need 3 of these. So there's 2 here. Can't see the 3rd one. Let's drop our trees. Pop some AoE. How did that get those all the way over there? Pop some more cooldowns then. Grab this one while it's running through. Just charging up from the sea. Alright, let's head down this way. Don't want to attack that guy again. But we should be able to attack just about everything else here. And hopefully not go too badly. Might be biting off more than we can chew here, but see how it goes. Not bad, not bad. Excellent, you are ready to join the Grand Hunts. Please inform this Nessingwary Jr. that there is more to hunting than mindless killing and that he is unwelcome to join us. What do you mean I failed? There is more to hunting than just mindlessly slaughtering creatures. I wasn't mindless at all. Your mind has to help you aim your gun, but I'll show those Shikar who the real greatest hunter is. I'll leave that up to them to deal with. Let's head over and have a quick look at this renown, and then I think we will finish up there for the night and can get stuck into some side quests here. We come back next. Pretty dude, you are a dragon rider, yes? You show great promise as an ally. Let me give you this then, to celebrate our growing alliance, and I promise there is more where that came from. So we get to choose a Windborn Velocidrake, no, a Horned Jaw for the Windborn Velocidrake, or Yellow Horns. Let's go with Horned Jaw. And we will just empty out our bags here. Make sure we use that one. Alright, that was really good. So next time we are on, we'll make our way around to some of the outposts and gather up all the quests here and other places that we can find as well. And we will start working through our sojourn of the Ohn'ahran Plains. So we did the Eternal Kurgan's questline as we did the main campaign for this one, but we've still got plenty more to do here. So going to finish up there for tonight. thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. It was good fun, especially on those dragon races. And if you enjoyed the stream, please follow me on Twitch. It would be much appreciated. I also have a YouTube channel where I post the VODs from my streams as well as any highlight videos I make. There's a link to that on my Twitch page. And thank you again for coming and hanging out, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks.